I'm continuing again with Final Fantasy XIV. And this is actually Stormblood expansion. So let's see. Okay, it's kind of... we need to go... Tamamizu. Mizu is actually in Japanese water, or another way to say water. But okay, let's see. We need to teleport. And okay, we have already in tuned to that teleport. So okay, time to jump there. What hard to Ruby Sea. And I'm again continuing mainline quest. So in previous time there was New Year seasonal event Heaven's Turn, and it's still going on. So there is still possibility to do seasonal event Heaven's Turn. And now I remember this was totally new area. I just opened. I'm currently in the middle of preparing food for our village. Fried pancake. If you happen to know any unusual ingredients of recipes I could use, do tell. So okay, we arrived at totally new area. And I check a little bit map. Aha, it might be... it might be good to go a little bit back. It seems that our rest of the team is probably still here. They haven't entered yet to the village. And let's talk about Alisai. Perhaps Soroban can help us convince his brethren to aid us somehow. We may as well ask him, don't you think? And what up to leaves? Of course, Soroban said he was Kojin of the Blue, didn't he? Okay, so they were blue and red tribes. And what is here? Skill speed +6. Okay, +6 sounds good. And there is actually one level 265 item, and it's for body. But it seems that it's weaker. I seem to have even better. So I probably go with skill speed. And let's... okay, so this name of the mainline quest of Kojin. And Kami. Aha, Kami is actually card in Japanese. One, or like Japanese word kamikaze, wind of the god, translated. So of Kojin and Kami. Okay, let's accept. So tell me, my friends, what strange times beat you to our home? That is indeed most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Punchin. It will be up to you, however, to present your case. Okay, it's time to follow. So this is okay. I check. Do I need to repair my items? Okay, nothing to repair. Okay, here is the leader, Punching.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our Red Brothers live by the sword, we Blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the Red falls unjustly upon the Blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had. Trust forged. A bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for priceless treasure. The Yasakani know Magatama. This jewel, the most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hinkashi until they decided to present it to the Guardians in the gesture of conciliation. The Red wouldn't abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel, bearing it to the Imperial Masters. Alas, though they succeeded in the ensuing chaos, the Magatama was lost to sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come in the conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. So you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours? I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, drowning. Fear not. There is a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with powerful blessing. But first you must prepare offering for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several vistas, small shells, and freshly harvested anku carapace. That's quite a shopping list. I will see for the shells, and Lisa can look for the coral. Silverian, would you go and find Onkyo and relieve it for its carapace? I need to see a map. This was nice. Fast way. I totally forgot. Okay, now we need to go back. We'll have you to Ankyo Carapace. Perhaps one day we will live in the world in which poor Ankyo need not be slaughtered for Kojin rituals, but today is not that day. Now splendid, they are. The Kami shall be most pleased, I'm sure. I got it, I got ruby coral you wanted. And the sea small shells, they are about the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall more than suffice to our purpose. Next we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depth and find the Yasaki no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? And it's far too large to be carried by the three of us. How are we supposed to even find it? The ruby sea is not exactly small. Aha, sir, you realize we have been searching this whole time. The area wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already have we scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory to know whether all that remains is a region to the west. The selfless Suino Shadow can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first. Selfless, you mean Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Rhine have been here as long as I can remember. Shisui, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. I'd probably take this last one. Skill speed. In Soroban We Trust. This sounds familiar. Praise. It demands. It somehow reminds me the dollar. This sounds so familiar, saying in We Trust. Okay, what is there this time? Okay, it's again 265. But they are totally different jobs or classes, and this is also more like to the fighter. So these are all for more other class or types. Soroban is about to show you shining, shimmering, splendid new world. Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you have ever known? Then let us go to the western part of the village, where the water twists and turns, and here complete our preparation for the ritual. Maybe I just check Alice loose. This is place, right? I'm not sure. I like the look of whirlpool. There is whirlpool. Okay. He dove into water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends.
This music.
Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood.
Trickle and a flood.
O Kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths. Receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine.
Magic.
The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Okay, it sounds that this is first time in Final Fantasy IV when you can swim underwater.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Alize?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother.
Competition, my friend.
Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
Training basics of diving. This is really the first time I remember diving in Final Fantasy XIV. I haven't, in this game, I haven't dived.
Incredible! I could swear I was breathing air.
This is really the first time.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
Oh,
Wow, look at them! I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kusetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
list of to-do list.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
I wonder if we get that kind of mount later.
We'll find that treasure in no time, come on!
Looking. The diving unlocked. This is a really first time doing diving in Final Fantasy XIV. Owing to the Soroban's blessing, you may now dive into deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. Underwater settlements like Tamamizu. Now I understand the word misu, because it was really meant another way in Japanese water. And Suno Sato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you need only swim toward the surface. Conversely, to dive in the deep water while swimming on the surface, press I guess B. Press circle. It's so small font. Okay. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with Soroban in Tamamizu to mount. Aha! Okay, the mount is actually striped ray. And again something new, swimming and diving. Swimming and diving. You and all your flying mounts have received the Kojin tribe's ancient blessing and can now breathe underwater indefinitely. To dive, you must first be swimming in the body of water that allows diving. Next, you simply need to descend as you would with any flying mount by pressing. It's the same key what you use for as you would with mount. If you are riding a flying mount, you can go from lying to diving by descending the water at the proper angle. So I can also select actually mount. There are special emotes such as waterflip that can only be used while underwater. These emotes are indicated by unique icon. Waterflip. Waterflip. We actually... Nice. So during this time we actually kind of got suddenly we got totally new mount, striped ray. And okay, this was the portal where we left. Okay, with the triangle you can ascend, and by going down you can descend. Whoa. First time. This is first time I'm diving in Final Fantasy XIV. I guess we need to go to that underwater city. Suno Sato. Okay, so this is... we are still on the mount. To dismount you must select the command. Odd. I just... Not mount roulette. I can check, can I use? Cannot execute it this time. Okay. Aha, okay. We had it. And it was hidden command. And I check what Alisa is thinking. I'll admit I had my doubts, but this is blessing worthy of the name. One cannot help wondering what other magics the Kojin possess. This must be Sunosato terrain village Soroban told us about. Right then, let's see if they can help us find the Kojin's missing jewel. You may now perform underwater emotes. Oh, maybe I'll check it. Do I have any underwater emotes? There was waterflip, but do I have it? I check. Ah, I have it. Okay, there is waterflip. But I check again. So there was waterflip. Maybe I first check. Okay, this is working. Okay, let's check. For the flip, it's not doesn't work in this environment. Probably you need to be under sea. This is more like ground. Strength. But okay. It's not for fight mates. None of these are for might mates, so it seems that spell speed is the best. And okay, then we have another quest. Forever and ever part. Please wouldn't delay in the beginning to search for the Yasakani no Magatama. If this is Sunosato, then Shisui, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction. Though how that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here. And it might be a good idea to find a teleport or aether, if there is any. maybe I just first will walk a little bit around. There are 2 exits. Here is another exit. There is something on the high. Okay, maybe I use tears. So, this is our man. Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Luis, and these are my friends Silverian and Alice. We are looking for the overseer of Sunasato Shisui. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you here, did they? I'm no overseer, nor ever would. I claim to be one. Nor ever would I claim to be one. I'm High Priest of Shisui of the Violet Tides, Shisui. So you are the man we are looking for. Great, we need your help. We are looking for this jewel called the Yakashakani no. Stop, I will hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Cute. Chip chip. Quiet is obey, or there will be no dango, no dango for dinner. Aham, I can do no to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village and of why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. So Narsata is our sanctuary, under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shisui. We Ryan enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives, but it wasn't always so. Long ago, our forebears were drivers from the ancestral lands beneath the waters. They sought to refuge from the ravages of war, and here they found flourished. All that we are, our culture, our tradition, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we haven't engaged other in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past, the Ruby Princess, in her wisdom, decreed that we wouldn't take no part. As it was, so ever shall it be. For ever and ever part. Forgive me, I understand now how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it's not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Solnasato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. Okay, that was... I wonder if this cute thing will help us. Isopa, if I remember. And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly, Kai Apania is not the only place with walls. I'm starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Kosetsu couldn't have known if it would take this long. I only hope he is still alive. And I actually take this last one, spell speed. Meanwhile, in the tavern of Isari.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and it's still filthier clientele.
This scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Oh, name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oath go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor Lord Kaion. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death, that he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make him pay.
Looks bad. But it seems that there was something in Kosetsu's past that talk about to be Imperium soldier, if I correctly heard it. It seems that Kosetsu served Imperium. In the past, everywhere we got it's the same, go away, we don't want any. You think I'd be used to it by now, but some stupid part of me just can't help hoping for the best. In darkness, the Magatama dreams. Magatama. And what do we have here? And again, this seems to be for fighters, and only last for white mates. Alisa inside tells you all you need to know about her state of mind. We seem to have reached an impasse, and to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Silverin? We could try talking CSI around. We would ask Vilake if they know anything. Soroban sent us here. Maybe we should ask him. We find some rich Kojin and encourage them. Maybe I go with the second thing. We could ask villagers if they know anything. Ryan, you are the ones who came from above, yes. if we could have a moment of your time. My apologies. I didn't mean to startle you. My name is Ihanami, and this is my 5 Yunaki. Okay, they resemble so much our ninja. We are wondering, have you any reviews from Doma? If so, we should like very much to hear it. May I ask why? If you must, our daughter fought in the rebellion. Okay, I think I must have seen their daughter. We have heard not from her since. That would be too much to hope that you know of her, but her name Yukiri, of course. Okay, they are Yukiri's parents. I finally met them, and the ear seemed to be when I looked about those style of ears, I recognized Yukiri. Connection. Kami be praised, he lives, he lives. We are looking for her too, actually, but I'm sure she's alright. We had no idea she had fallen from Sunasato. How did she come to serve Doma as shinobi? I'll begin when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious about the outside world. To Doma they went, where they met a young boy, proud son of Yaxia. His days of imperial oppression left lasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doman's plight and urged us to take the boy in, but my wife and I wouldn't hear of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his words. She became convinced that the Guardians would one day come for us, and it was in search of the strength to defend us that she left, years later, to learn the ways of the shinobi. When the Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yukiri's return, lest she bring misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment, but there was naught we could do, and so our daughter, who wanted only to keep her people safe. Surely there is something we can do for these people, they who gave it her aid and succor when no other food. I'm but humble stonemason, but if it's the Yusakani no Magatama you seek, I may yet be of some assistance to you. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. To the naked eye it has jade, but when paid in particle light it shimmers with the divine resplendence. I have mined similar materials before. To find them one must use these lamps. Okay, we got a lamp. They cast an invisible light under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths they are invaluable. Okay, this reminds me of movie 60 Seconds and the special line. Infrared, now I remember. There is a sunken ship to the east. Though the current may have spirited away her cargo, you should begin your search too. Thank you so much. We will do just that. I hope you find which you seek. I only wish there were something more we could to assist you. Know that you will be in my prayers. And when the next you see our daughter, pray tell her Not a day goes by that her parents and brother don't think of her. We will, I promise. And just a little break. And back. Let's see where we need to go. Aha, there are a lot of quests. And aha, we need to go outside. But before going outside, maybe I check. May the Kami speed you on your journey. I would dearly like to hear more of your adventure with my daughter, but I understand time is of the essence. Go now and use the lamps as I told you. But be fair that the light of her shines for your short periods. Only short period. And there seems to be some kind of quest. Aha, okay, nice. Open your minds. Open your minds. Okay, so this is some kind of exercise. Exercise of feel. Okay, there is a normal side quest. I just looked this because I thought that I was seeing some kind of plus quest or special quest. Enclavement, I check. Okay, nothing to repair. Okay, there was plus quest. These are usually something that it's good to check. The Palace of Lost Souls. Okay, there is aether current here. And what? There are different kind of rings. And the last gives determination +6. And I think I do this because I want to do these aether currents. So this is the balance. of lost souls. Okay, let's stay. Kurana is staring me intently at you. You are a man from above. I'm Kurenai, a sister to the Ruby Princess, the ruler of the seas. Sister. You peering bespeak strength and courage you possess. I have waiting for one such as yourself to arrive. Though not many know it, the Ruby Princess' life currently hangs in the balance. A few days ago, man cloaked in the black visited Shisui of the Violet Tides. He claimed he had come to bestow blessing of holy protection upon the palace. The incantation he muttered instead drew forth terrible spirit which took possession of my sister's body. This explains. Not long after, similar threats of the void began to surge forth, overtaking the palace and stealing the souls of her nearby guards. Shisui immediately evacuated everyone and has since barred people from entering or leaving the palace. Officially, the Ruby Princess is conducting a private ceremony. None but Shisui and I know the truth. We have placed a seal over Shisui of the Violet Tides to prevent any of the threats within from escaping. However, it will not hold for much longer. Shisui grows more convinced by the hour that we must destroy the dome and everyone within it, including my sister. I beseech you, man of the land, lend unto me your might. Please find a way to save her. I will see that she escaped from danger. We need to decide. Okay, let's see. Thank you truly. I know not what I would have done had you said no. Now please follow me. We must go speak with Shisui. I must meet with him to ensure he doesn't act prematurely and do something we will all regret. Okay, interesting. Where this leads. Okay, we go back to the main. And you are Isabel, chip. Lady Kurenai, what brings you here? What, my lady? You of all people must realize how incredibly dangerous it was of you to entrust another with our secrets, much less a newcomer whose intention we know not of. What other choice did I have? When the seal breaks, we will be forced to drown the balance and all souls within. Would you sooner have me sacrifice my sister and my people than turning to outside hell? And you think that this man has some hidden power capable of delivering Sunasata from untold disaster? I realize it's not your nature to ask for assistance, but like it or not, there is a little else we can do. No outcome could be worse than losing the Ruby Princess. Even you must realize we only stand to gain by requesting this man's aid. We have the right of it. You have right of it. Very well. I will give your friend until the next high tide to rescue the princess. If he fails, however, I will destroy the dome and atone for the deed with my life. Remember, my lady, should it come to this, you shall be more the one to inherit the throne. And it seems that suddenly everything changes. Here, take this scroll. It will permit you to pass in the Shisui of the violet tides. I presume you are aware of where it is located. No idea. Not to worry, I shall show him there. The palace lies just beyond the Tokyo's trance. Before we leave, however, there is one last thing I must share with you. I wasn't entirely truthful everything I have told you. It's nothing that affects our current predicament, but it's nevertheless a lie. I mean to set it straight once. This is all over. Forgive me. It was something I could tell you I would. There is something not told. Okay, maybe I'll check the journal. Shisui agrees to give you the chance to purge the evil spirits occupying this palace and save its inhabitants. He hands you a scroll which will grant you access. There is a scroll. As you turn to depart, Kuronaev divulges to you, and she has not been entirely truthful with you. As much as you would like to set things right, it seems that she can only do so after you have saved her sister. Follow her to Shisui of the violet tides. Okay, it's somewhere in the totally west. But okay, it seems that the scroll, we were given a scroll. Okay, let's eat something before the quest starts. wonder was it special item. Circle parchment. Oh, maybe I need to check. Okay, I check. Is it already in there? Recruiting all match your search condition. The Palace of Lost Souls objective fulfilled. So, I check again. Was it hidden? Because I thought that there would be a scroll. Okay, I think another way is just to dive there. Long, but okay, I think this is well suited for here. Fall Guys, I think I got this from Fall Guys. Aha, there is those views. Sightseeing vlog. guess it's a lookout. Okay, I got vista record. Nice. 027 vista record. And what is the name? Tamamizu. An underwater village founded by the peaceful Kojin of the Blue. Though the Kojin are able to survive for long periods without air, they don't possess skills like the Sahakin, so it was that they developed magic that allowed them to create immense bubble of air within which to dwell. Okay, let's take again our submarine. From Fall Guys, I think I got this one from Fall Guys seasonal event. How did we go to the... Aha. I went to up. Maybe I need to a little bit check where I'm going. And we should be going more to the west. Are we going the right direction? I think we should actually go first. So much in this direction until we cannot go anymore. There is another city here. They are like bubbles under a city, underwater city. We found something new. The place where I would go is much more in this direction. Again new locations. there is a board. So let's see where we are. Aha! Actually, what we have. Aha, okay, we found it. We probably need to go down. Oh, really deep. Oh, there is a gate here in the very, very deep location. Oh, we found. I wonder what kind of things there are lurking here and waiting for us. These are the gates to the palace. Inside the Ruby Princess and her guards. Thank you, Silverian, though he might not show it. Shisui is secretly very grateful to you too, though of having to kill the Ruby Princess, however indirectly, has been tormenting him. Now, there is not much time left. Let us make our way in. You have the scroll of entry, correct? I remember. You will be unable to pass through the gates without it. Okay. And now we finally got the access. Ah, you cannot select it. Entrance. Okay, so I try this way to define the Shisui file of the violet tides. Nestled on the sands of Tokyo's trance, 1,000 fathoms below the surface of Ruby Sea, is Shisui of the violet tides, a resplendent palace elected by Rhine refugees who fled underwater to escape the constant wars that rage upon the land. Its unique beauty is high, unparalleled. The light, however, quickly fades from its once peaceful halls. A sinister threat from the void pour forth, seizing the souls of all its occupants, including that of Ruby Princess. Now, none but the warrior of light can save the Shisui of the violet tides from darkness that threatens to engulf it all. And okay, so this is really dungeon. And I check. And a just short break. And back. Okay, first boss, mini boss. Okay, I think tank went so fast that I couldn't reach. All the rest of the group is behind tank. Tank is running so fast. Okay, now I think we have our second. I think there is something about this chest. I can't. From time to time you need to go to the chest, it seems. Okay, so this was second mini boss. Okay, is it now final? Oh. like that we succeed. I go to here just check. What is here? Not for me, not for me, not for me, not for me. It seems that these are not, every one of these are some other clans. These, okay, nothing for white mates. So I don't think, just going to leave. Okay, there is a sister. Okay, let's go. Okay, wow, how it does, what does happen next? You have successfully purged the Shisui of violet tides of all its unwanted inhabitants and rescued the puppet princess. Fight Kurana who awaits you at Haoke entrance. Okay, it was okay here, over here. I know not how to thank you. You saved them, Silverian. You saved all of them, even the Ruby Princess. While she is unharmed, she is currently unconscious. Shisui has carried her to Suino Sato, where she might rest undisturbed. It looks as though it will be a while before she wakes. Before we speak any word, however, let us return to the village. So, okay, it seems that we need to go back. I check, do I have any other for the kind of travel? Of course we have this. But okay. I think it's too much going around. this is correct, not the right direction. Aha. Maybe better go back and choose another route. Now I understand. I think it was bored. Okay, I was totally in the western side. Of course I can try to go north. Okay, actually this is kind of I check, is this our destination? Okay, we found it. Oh, water dungeon. Please allow me to once again thank you for your help. You may be happy to hear that the palace guards are all slowly beginning to return to their senses. It seems peace has finally been restored to the palace. You have saved everyone, including Shisui, from untimely death. If only the Ruby Princess would open her eyes, soon Sato will be exactly as it was before. I suppose we must simply be grateful for how well things turned out. Now that all the worst of the storm has passed and the tides have begun to calm, it's time that I came clean. Okay, so this was actually also aether current quest, but I think this was more demanding aether current quest because this also contained dungeon. Normally aether current quest don't contain dungeon. So I think this was more challenging. And okay, I take determination +4. There seems to be still a plus. I check one thing. There's travel aether currents. The ruby sea, I guess. It seems that we have 3 greens. I check map. Hard. Okay, it's the ruby sea. So this location belongs to the ruby sea. And there seems to be still one plus quest. So let's see. Fathoms below. So what do we have here? Okay, now finally there is. Okay, you get 1 ring, and it really feels that 265. There is one very good ring, and then there is something for fighter. Kuruna is ready to divulge her great secret. Thou of truth is upon us. Yet I am just unsure of where to begin. The Ruby Princess, who quietly slumbers on scene. Perhaps this will be easier to explain if you could look upon her as I speak. Please follow me. Shisui will be bringing her out of shortly. He should be but a few moments longer. Oh, Shisui, why do you refuse to open your eyes? Silverian, there is something you must know. I'm not Ruby Princess' younger sister. In fact, she has no sister. I am Ruby Princess, ruler of Sulu no Sala Sat. Okay, so we helped the princess. Oh. The slumbering girl before you goes by the name of Shisui and is my dearest friend. We have known one another since childhood. Your Grace, I am entirely to blame. Had I been more prepared, more aware, Lady Shisui wouldn't be in his sorry state. You see, a few days ago we received visitors from the outside. They had come to perform court ritual to protect the Ruby Princess from any potential danger. He decided to conceal her true identity. I had her lady-in-waiting Shisui take her place. As she and her highness bear a great resemblance to each other, something owning to the fact that they are distant blood relatives, I was confident no one would notice the switch. I was right. That is why, when proceedings commenced, it was Lady Shisui who became possessed by the terrible fiend they summoned, and how well you can see for yourself what has become of her. To mitigate such a disaster, severe restrictions on who can enter and exit Shisui of the Violet Tiles have always been in place. In fact, even the Ruby Princess is forbidden by law to leave its gates. When freight after freight began appearing, however, I was left with little choice. I whisked Her Highness away to the village and had her pretend to be the Ruby Princess' sister, Kurenai. Kurenai, that was the name I had before my mother passed away, and I assumed the title of Ruby Princess. It was also the name of Shisui would call me by growing up. For as back as I can remember, she was there for me, from the best of times to the worst of times. All the laughter and tears we shared. Shisui, is this truly very tense? Forgive me, Your Grace, this is my fault. If only there was a way I could go back and prevent all this. Shisui, there is nothing to forgive. None of us could have predicted this would happen. You are no more to blame for what has happened than I am. Siverian, now you know everything. Hope you don't think any less of me for my life. Now that everything here has been settled, I shall be departing from Sunosata. The cure of Hisu's condition can only be found above. I know this because, as Ruby Princess, it was my duty to study all the available writings at the palace. Very well, Your Grace. Where would you have us go? No, Shisui, I shall be embarking upon this quest on my own. You will be staying here. The people need you to protect them in my absence. Her Grace has made it clear. She would have me remain behind. Master Silverian, might you accompany her in my stead? While Lady Hisu's body remains, her soul has long departed. I fear that no amount of rest or magic can cure her. I can only hope that in traveling with you, it will make easier for Her Grace to come to terms with the tragic fate of her friend. And until such a time, she must face this truth. However, I ask Nebek that you keep her safe. Okay, we got one new companion to our team. You are offering to accompany me on my travels. This is incredibly generous of you. Thank you. I shall give you some time to prepare before leaving Sulno-Sato. Please come find me as soon as you are ready to go. Okay, I take green. And there still seems to be... I check, what is it? As part of your world, the Ruby Princess is waiting for you to join her. Okay, let's go. You are ready to depart. Excellent. Let us make for Onokoro. I believe we will be best be served by beginning of our search too. You see, while we have the next to no contact with the outside world, we do receive the occasions visits from the Kojin of the Blue. During one such visit, I was given a tome filled with fairy tales. It was old fern and, from what I am given to understand, written in Kukane. And it was a story about a fisherman who sailed the Ruby Sea. While traveling, he came across a princess who had fallen into years-long slumber. She was eventually awakened upon taking an elixir of some sort. What intrigues me, however, is the fact that many of the places this fisherman visited exist in the real world. It makes me wonder if perhaps this story is rooted in reality. The tale begins in Onokoro. I trust you will escort me there. Thank you. Now let us depart without any further ado. And I check. So okay, this is kind of quest which requires to go with waterway, but it's still there. And I think actually this is kind of a good stopping point. And actually, I check one thing. So there is this land location, Onokoro. Okay. So let's, it's time to go back to the apartment. And I think this is good stopping point, and I think it was very surprising, and I think this is one of those, the moment when I realized that diving was unlocked, so it felt really special, because I have played along and I have always get familiar with the idea that you cannot dive in Final Fantasy XIV, but it was not true. So when you actually, it seems that when you finally reach Realm Stormblood and come here, you finally get a totally new skill. And I want to thank you for everyone for stopping by, and thank you for watching.